Okay. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Hey, everybody. So for some reason, StreamYard is not picking up my microphone, so we're just doing the old school. So let me know if you can hear me. I am so excited to be going live with you today, and we are going to figure out together if faster way to fat loss is an MLM or not. Because if you guys have been watching my channel, by the way, I'm Bethany. I'm like not even doing my normal introduction. Okay, I'm Bethany. I'm an opera singer. I live in Chicago. I was in Beachbody for 7 years, and I am currently following what the Beachbody Huns have moved on to now that Beachbody has gone affiliate. And I had noticed in a lot of my reactions, if you've watched some of my videos recently, we have noticed that the Huns that we've followed to make wellness and Hue and Grace and all of these other things, they are also mentioning faster way to fat loss. So I'm going to bring on my guest too. She's waiting just off stage, but I mentioned we have a Snark crew group chat. I mentioned that I had signed up to attend this coach certification call, and Jen Baruso was like, "Oh, I want to join it too." So we have Jen here as a certified personal trainer to give us that perspective, because faster way is thrown up a lot of red flags. So without further ado, let's bring on Jen Baruso.
Hi,
Jen, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
Lots of red flags.
Yes.
Um, yeah, so hi, I'm Jen Brusso. I am also a former Beachbody person. I hated calling myself a coach. I hated it. Yeah. Because I was not qualified to call myself a coach. I didn't even, Bethany, do you know that I didn't even buy my first challenge pack? The
You
person
did?
that needed to bring me in so she could earn her qualification bought my challenge pack for me, and then she paid for my Shakeology for, let's see, April, May, June, for like 4 months until I brought on 3 people so it would pay for myself.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Well, at least you didn't lose money. At least, well, maybe not at the beginning.
In just about 5 years, like all together combined, because I was part of it, and then I quit, and then I came back in.
Hmm.
I had a net profit of $200.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that was below minimum wage if you broke down like all the work that we did. Because,
Yeah, and I was a 1-star qualifying.
wow. I don't know what my like net profit was. It would, because I was in Beachbody for 7 years and I went to so many trips, I would have to go through it would be like a monumental task to try to figure out like all the money I spent, not only on Beachbody products, but also like on flights, on the stuff at the trips, hotels, everything.
I didn't go on the trips. I went to one summit. I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
And I was not putting, like, I put that one summit on a credit card and it hurt me to do it.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's like ouch. Expense. Yeah, that
So
was
many.
$200 net was with my expenses. Like, I was spending it on the Shakeology, the Energize, like, and I didn't really buy Energize. I didn't like it. I'm one of the very few
Yeah.
apparently didn't like it. Beach bars, like I didn't buy a lot. That was just Shakeology. I didn't spend a lot of money at
Yeah.
all.
I definitely did. But yeah. Actually I'm wearing my Shakeology hoodie because
That's hilarious.
I still have
Okay, we kind of match, but this is not a Shakeology.
but I'm also wearing, I want to show you guys, I have a new shirt. It says, "A book a day keeps the mental breakdown away. Read more,
Nice.
cry less." So that's from Piper and Ivy, which is an actual small business. So we'll give them a little plug.
Um,
Hi, Monica. Hi, I'm so glad like there are people on. I was a little nervous.
yeah.
I just passed 800 subscribers. So
Awesome.
hopefully we can get me to 1,000. And seriously, guys, like comment as much as you want. And this is so exciting. Some of my subscribers have asked me to go live, And I didn't know if anyone would show up. So I'm really excited we're all doing this together.
Yeah,
And
but like you said, I just want to say, like you said, I am a certified personal trainer now, but I'm
yes,
also a certified nutrition coach through Precision Nutrition.
perfect.
So
Because
seeing faster way, kind of, I see it from both of those, and red flags all over the place.
yes. So
It's like
uh,
Beachbody 2.0 coaches.
yes, I have questions for you as we go through this, because obviously this call that we attended Thursday was an information call about the coach
Yep.
opportunity. Coach
It was a sales pitch.
Yeah. It felt so much like I was having deja vu. I was being like re-traumatized. I felt like I was
Yeah.
attending a Beachbody coach opportunity call from like 2017.
Yep.
So there are two aspects I want to look at it. Obviously, the overall detective work we're doing today is this an MLM? When I had seen it on other former body coaches' profiles, I thought it was just them selling a product. Like it seems to have a lot of the same types of items that Beachbody had, like meal plans, workouts, etc. But then I saw on Christine Dwyer's page that she was trying to get people to sign up for it. So I was like, why would you try to get people to sign up for it if there wasn't some kind of monetary incentive for you to
And
recruit?
this is a person who is a certified personal trainer and works for Lifetime Fitness, bringing people. And then I'm just like, that's like, no, that just means you suck as a trainer. Like, write your own programming.
Yeah.
There is no body well, I guess there were body certifications because you could get Dixate certified.
I
And I
did.
think there was, you did, and wasn't there a 2B mindset certification too?
I didn't do that one, but I did also get certified to teach Insanity Live. And actually, this is something that's going to come up on this call. They talk about how you can do the faster way certification as continuing education. And when I did my Beachbody Live Insanity certification, I was the only person there who was a coach. All the other women there were just regular group fitness instructors that just wanted to add another modality. So these things can
Well,
give
we can
them,
talk about that later too.
yeah, they can give themselves like the veneer of respectability, in these spaces. But ultimately, if you don't have the foundation, how do I make it? Oh, there we go. You guys, I'm learning how to live stream in real time. So I asked Jen before we went on, I was like, because I set up the YouTube
I don't know.
so that people would know it was happening. And then I go into StreamYard and I'm like, is this going to, it just says to go to my YouTube. So I don't even know if this is going to the one I set up, but
DC and Amy ran our lives when we did the Snarks, and I just showed up. Like I'm not technically like I just show up.
Well, DC's lives are so good and she is so technologically advanced. And I am like a
Yeah, I'm
boomer.
not.
You need to I need DC to teach me how to use technology as if she were teaching a boomer how to use an iPhone for the first time, because that's like where I'm at. So I'm just proud of myself for doing this. But hi, everybody. Hi, Linnea.
Okay, I was going to say, is it pronounced Linnea? Because I don't want to pronounce it wrong.
Yeah.
Is it Linnea?
Linnea. It's beautiful. Yeah. So we have this, and Jen, I couldn't get sound to work on your screen recording, but I have the replay.
Okay. Well, that sucked.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, then I'm going to delete it from my stuff then, because that's taking up a lot of space on my computer.
I'm sure it is. Yes.
Okay, Linnea. Awesome. Thank you.
Here. Is that, can you guys see that? Yeah. Great. Perfect. If I make this.
Oh, so they actually put it up on YouTube?
Yeah, they put it up on YouTube. I think it's unlisted though. So.
Okay. So you have to have the link for it.
Yeah. So yeah, let's get into this. We want to keep track of like what seems like we're going to vote at the end. We're going to vote if it's an MLM or not. But we're also going to talk about during this, like why it's just bad, like health and fitness wise. We're going to hit it all. So let's just get started. This is enough of faffing around. Also, if you're on the replay, we'll tally the vote at the end, but I'll also, log your vote and I'll let you know on my next video what the final tally was. So, all right.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our Faster Way certification information call. Oh my goodness, we have hundreds of people joining this call. As you are joining this information call, use our chat feature and tell us where you are calling from, in addition to your favorite aspect of the Faster Way to Fat Loss program. That's right, we want to hear.
All right, I know I'm pausing already, but also use our chat feature to tell us where you're coming in from and your favorite anti-MLM content. I don't know.
10 seconds in.
Hear
27.
where you are calling from and your favorite aspect of the Faster Way to Fat Loss program. My name is Amanda Tress. I'm the founder and CEO of the Faster Way.
And my name is Etta Gibson. I am the director of the Certified Coach Community.
Okay, Kelly says I'm from Colorado, Jordana, Toronto, Lori, Michigan, and macro tracking is her favorite. Another Lori, Dayton. Hi from Dayton. I love the support of the community. Awesome. We've got Katy Perry on here from Maryland. Awesome. Houston, Texas, Las Vegas, Arizona, Indiana. Tell us your favorite aspect of the program. It might be the macro tracking. Perhaps it is the water tracker in the app and that focus on hydration. Maybe it's the workouts. If you tell me workouts, I want to hear if you are doing advanced, if you are doing foundations, or if you're doing our standard. Kelly says favorite thing, workouts, the app for tracking macros. Who is loving that new AI feature where you can just simply take a photo of your food, or even better, do voice logging? We just had a conference this past weekend. We'll talk through that. But our CTO was on stage and he shared some statistics related to the macro tracking. And he said with the new voice to log feature, in addition to the photo logging feature, we have cut macro tracking in half. We have cut the time invested in macro tracking in half, if not even like a quarter, so that you can see that you're eating enough food. Okay, that's what we do at the Faster Way. We push you to eat more of the right foods to optimize your metabolism.
Sorry.
Let's see, Georgia, Montana, the workout, Central Texas workout.
Jen, if you want me to pause at any time, if I'm not pausing, like, just no, like, because I already had some questions for you about the food, but I know they're gonna talk more about the food later, but I was already like, I have questions about that. So you let me know, just like signal, give me like the little one and I'll pause it for you.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize my microphone was on. So I'm going to turn my microphone off because I'm going to laugh some more at these people. So,
but I liked hearing you going, oh, I think you have your, okay. You can hear us though. Sorry. Monica is like, she's talking and it's just words. I think she means the girls on the screen, not you and me. Everyone let us know if at any point you can't hear something, but I think I just misread your comment. So
clean, real food. Absolutely. It's realistic. Okay. Tracy says it's realistic. It works and is flexible enough to fit into various lifestyles. Absolutely true. Again, we have hundreds and hundreds of people on this call.
Yes.
Many of you have joined calls in the past and you weren't quite ready to take the leap. Some of you are like, I am now ready. You're going to hear a little bit about a promotion that we are running, our deepest sale ever on certification. And I'll tell you a little bit about the why behind that as well. Gwen Lieberg is my favorite part.
Yeah.
I just filmed a total body workout with Lee. She is great. The energy that you see on the screen, by the way, is the same energy that we get in the office every single day with Lee. And it's just such a joy. Yay.
Workouts. That's good. You got to start somewhere. That's
Danya. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay. As you continue to share where you're calling from, in addition to your favorite aspect of the Faster Way to Fat Loss program, I'm going to kickstart us on this information call. We're going to talk about our mission and vision. I'm going to share a little bit about our compensation plan. But most importantly, we are going to hear from some of our Faster Way to Fat Loss certified coaches. Okay, I'm the CEO. I have a very strong bias for the Faster Way and the certification. But you are going to hear from some of our Faster Way certified coaches later on. So be sure that you stick around. Continue to share. I love it. Oh my goodness. We have hundreds and hundreds of people on this call, which is so exciting. And I have to tell you guys, we do require an interview to be considered for the certification. And before this call even started, I was checking in with our certification team. And I just said, how's everything going? Has anyone scheduled an interview? Just kind of wondering, because sometimes we'll get a trickle of a few before the call even happened. But usually they come after the call. We already have hundreds of interviews scheduled. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Okay, I'm going to stop them right there because after this, I got 2 texts because I'm the one who, Jen, you didn't actually sign up for the call. You just got your link from me. So
Yeah,
I got
thank you.
texts at different times telling me all of the interview spots had been filled, but they were opening up more. So don't worry. And
They're such liars.
I've gotten 4 emails so far telling me they, hurry up. We're going to end this sale. Book your interview. We had to open up more spots. They're going fast. We're not going to open up any more spots. Have you booked your interview? Because these spots, we had to open up more, but we're not going to open up any more after this. And I was just like,
they're such scam because it's a self-paced certification. It is open all of the time.
Yeah.
All of the time. You can sign up at any point in time to schedule an interview, to sign up for the certification. Who are they saying no to? Nobody.
They are.
These certifications are expensive.
They are using the idea of the interview to add some legitimacy to this, to make it seem like they have limited spots, to make it seem like it's something you have to try to impress them, but they are trying to get you. Make no mistake. Like,
yep.
They will take
it's that FOMO.
Yeah. I think the only way they wouldn't take me is if I spoke in my interview the way I was in the comments on this call, which they ignored.
I have the screenshots. I'll read them to you guys when we get there.
Yes, exactly. Monica, they're trying to create FOMO. Absolutely.
We had to get more people.
So excited. We want to expand our community, but it's always a focus on quality over quantity for us at the Faster Way. So we do require that interview. We want to hear your passion. We want to hear why you believe that you should be considered for the certification and coach community. Just real quick. So we came off of our conference, our certified coach conference this past weekend. It was our biggest and best conference ever.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm not over exaggerating.
No,
it was our biggest from the standpoint of registrants, but it was our best conference ever. Hearing the passion, hearing the willingness and eagerness to create a bigger impact with our Faster Way program was so inspiring. And it was really cool because coincidentally, right before the conference started, literally on Wednesday night, we hit a very exciting milestone at the Faster Way. Okay. Literally Wednesday night. And then Thursday, I took the stage to do my CEO keynote. On Wednesday night, we surpassed 500,000 client lives transformed. 500,000.
So exciting.
500,000.
Yes.
500,000. Absolutely incredible. We are truly so grateful for the momentum, the growth, the lives transformed. Through January, even, we had a huge record number of clients come in for the new year round. And then in February, we had hundreds and hundreds, thousands of success stories coming through. And we were sitting here at the office just so overwhelmed by the results and the wins. Many of you were in the January rounds. You are new to the Fast Way community. You experienced those wins. And so it's just been a really exciting season for us.
Yes.
Really exciting. My passion, my purpose with the Faster Way is to empower as many clients as possible all over the world to transform their lives physically. We want to work with millions and millions of clients all over who will say, oh my goodness, now that I'm plugged in with Faster Way, I'm eating more of the right foods. I've increased my energy. I'm more confident than ever
Bethany,
before.
stop it for a second.
I have the ability, the happiness.
Go for it.
So they're talking about the record number of people in January, right? Think about that timing.
Yeah.
And we'll hear about it when the second certified coach they bring. Yes, she's saying that she's talking about Faster Way.
Yes.
They get the notification in 1st of October, November. People are already gone by November 1st, going into these other opportunities. They're getting people in for the new year for this because you start off, they'll talk about it, a 6-week challenge, and then they try and funnel you into a membership. It's honestly, it's very similar to something that I do for my monthly membership. I start off small and then you hear your options. But they have a record number because Christine Dwyer, tippy top of the Beachbody pyramid, brought a bunch of people over.
Yes. I think probably half of Beachbody was under Christine Dwyer somewhere. Because she got in she was friends with Shalene and Janelle. So when, Shalene was one of the OG super trainers. So when Shalene brought Janelle, her sister, and Christine and some of her friends, that was kind of the first, they weren't the founding coaches, but they were the founding celebrity coaches. So
yeah. So it's that's why they had such huge numbers in January.
Yeah. And it's all of
and then
these.
there's a huge, we're not going to talk about Make today, but there is a very big crossover between Make and Faster Way.
They're double dipping because they're allowed to. They don't prevent you from, I guess Make is fine with you being in Faster Way and Faster Way is fine with you being in Make. Although Faster Way does have supplements. I looked at their website. They have supplements too, but these coaches are taking so many things and doing so many things. They're talking all about the peptides, but they're also doing Faster Way to fat loss. So I'm is it the peptides? Is it the intermittent fasting? Is it the carb cycling? Is it this other?
It's the calorie deficit, people.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay.
That's it.
And as soon as I saw these two ladies, I was like, these are so, it's MLM vibes, and they can say until they're blue in the face, but this is the first evidence that this is an MLM, is just the vibes. And they're talking about community, being part of this.
Oh my God.
Making an impact, all of these things. I'm
transforming lives. She sounded like Carl right there.
And they did just have a summit. When I looked at Christine's page, I was like, what is Beachbody's it's not an MLM anymore. They had summit. No, it's the Faster Way summit. And it was so
they had theirs. And then a week later, Make just had theirs.
Oh, we got to find you guys. If anyone has any stuff from Make's summit, if you have a way in, if you can get me anything, I will review it. I will review it. Maybe we can bring back some of the Snark crew that have gone into retirement, but I want to see Make Wellness's stuff. Maybe I'll see if anybody's posted anything publicly on their page, but yeah, let's keep going.
To fulfill my own goals.
Yeah.
Okay. So physical transformation, it's a very important component. However, my vision and purpose doesn't stop there. I created the Faster Way to Fat Loss certification and coach opportunity to empower women and men in the wellness industry, okay, in the fitness and nutrition category, to earn significant income so they could then recirculate their wealth to their family, church, and community. I believe that's one of the most important ways to solve problems in the world. In fact, over a decade ago, I owned a digital marketing agency for only women in fitness. I was based out of the Midwest at the time, Ohio. I saw someone's from Dayton, which I love. I was based out of the Midwest, and I owned this digital marketing agency for only women in fitness. And after a few years of growing and scaling that agency, my clients were coming to me and saying, man, thank you so much. Because at the time I was helping these clients create their own programs. Okay. So thank you so much for helping me create my own program and building a website for me and a sales funnel and helping me learn how to do social media marketing. But Amanda, my clients aren't seeing results because my programming sucks. I mean, there's no better way to say it. So again,
working.
I'm helping personal trainers, nutritionists, dietitians with digital marketing.
I'm just quick because I want to actually respond to Monica. Are they in Body? Even though I don't think these two were ever in Beachbody.
No.
There's a bunch of Beachbody Huns that have since gone to Make Wellness or some other, some are in Amari, some are in some of the other ones that are
Hugh and Grace, Shackley, Amari.
Fire and Melanie Mitra are both in Shackley.
Yes.
So, but they're doing this now, and I don't think they stayed as Beachbody affiliates, actually. I think a lot of people just like
A
abandoned.
lot of people ditched out because from the little bits that I'm getting, the affiliates aren't getting paid like they're supposed to be getting paid.
Ooh. Well,
Paychecks have been missing.
Snark Crew might have to
Allegedly.
do that. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, a lot of people have just like completely, like they haven't stayed on and kept like the affiliate link in their Instagram or anything, as far as I can see. I think Erin Hopkins has, or she was last time I checked.
Nope.
Oh, she doesn't even
She's,
have it in her
yeah,
link tree.
I don't think well, she might, but most of them are done. They were going to do the Canada launch with Belle Vital,
Okay.
and they were done, which that happened last week, but nobody was posting about it because they were all at their Make conference.
Yeah. And Belle Vital is flopping. Autumn is so thirsty for stories.
That's a whole nother call.
Yeah,
That's a whole nother one.
But after you're done watching this, you could go watch my video on Autumn reviewing her stories recently. But while you're here, make sure to lick the stream, because apparently, and subscribe if you're not subscribed.
Like and subscribe. Let's get Bethany to 1,000.
Tell your friends who like anti-MLM content.
Marketing for their brands, but their clients were not seeing results because their programming was not good. So I decided to use my program, Faster Way to Fat Loss, which I had been running with my own clients, and build a certification around it in addition to a platform so that my agency clients at the time could plug in with the Faster Way for their own book of clients. Okay, so that's how the Faster Way got started. I started the agency to empower women in the fitness industry. Then I expanded by deciding to now build a certification around Faster Way to Fat Loss. This is 2017, 2018, crafted the current business model, which I'm going to go into detail on. And it's been a pretty exciting ride ever since. Okay.
It's hard to believe it's been only a couple of years, but the company has come so far in that short amount of time, and 500,000 people, 500,000 lives impacted. It was so incredible to celebrate that from the stage with our coach community who are just like the champions of that.
Absolutely.
So, incredible.
And, I shared that
I do think it's important. They're talking about having 500,000 clients, and even though the MLM business model seems to be folding, which is great, I think it's important that we talk about things like this, whether or not it's an MLM, because the trend of being really thin again, which I don't think ever really went out of style, but now it's more like mainstream and everybody wants to be thin and everybody's just being upfront about it. And like things like this are, in my opinion, that's why they're getting, 500,000 customers, because people are looking for ways to lose weight really quick. They're looking for some kind of gimmick, some kind of like magic thing. And it's not healthy, in my opinion. And we're going to talk more about that when we get to them talking about exactly what they do. But that's why I wanted to focus on them as well.
It's definitely cyclical. Skinny, but it just like the diet cycle. You start a diet, you do well, you do well, you do well. You binge because you're restricting, and then you feel crappy. So you start and you gain weight or whatever. You like, oh, I feel I failed, so I'm going to start it again. And it's just it's the same thing with the way women, especially, and how society pushes us and promotes our bodies. And it's one of the reasons why I will never use my body or the people I work with. Bodies are not business cards. No transformation pictures, no progress pictures. I don't ask them. They can do it on their own. I never ask. I won't ask and I won't post.
By the way, Jen is a personal trainer, has a nutrition certification through Precision Nutrition, and she creates programs for people and is a small business owner and is not an MLM. So we plug Anchor Club on this channel because they are ethical and we love Jen and she's a great person.
I am going to plug Life After MLM podcasts. My episode dropped today. So if you want to hear more about where I came from with Beachbody and how I got where I am today, you can go listen to that.
Love that. We love that.
I know I don't remember what I talked about, like everything, because I usually go blank and I like kind of black out afterwards because it just gets so nerve wracking. But I know we talked about how I got to where I was, and Beachbody was definitely, because it's life after MLM. So if you want to learn more about my story, that's definitely a good place to go listen.
Good. I'm a subscriber. Love that. Yeah, let's do it. A lot of the last, let's see, I left Beachbody in fall of 2021.
Monica.
And a lot of that time has been spent figuring out like what I should actually be eating and what is sustainable for me, and mending my relationship with my body after 7 years of using it as a business card and being a product of the product. And I'll look at my Facebook memories or Time Hop or something, and I'll be like, I feel so much more like confident and comfortable in my body now. And I look at the pictures of when I was in Beachbody and I'm like, I'm bigger now than when I was in Beachbody. And I look at those pictures and I'm like, I did not see myself clearly. I literally think that I had body dysmorphia because of Beachbody. Because I could only see, I saw myself as bigger than I was. And now I see myself as like gorgeous and I love my body. And if I want to show it, I will, or not, because it's just my body. It's not, a billboard. And oh my gosh.
Thanks, Monica.
What is this? I didn't even know that I could do that on YouTube. Thank you, Monica. That is so sweet. That is the first money I've ever made on YouTube. So
I'm glad I was here for it.
Monica, thank you so much. I don't think I'm even monetized, but apparently I can receive super stickers. So thank you so much. Maybe I'll buy another ring light or something. Invest it back into the channel. But thank you. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Let's continue on this. Oh my gosh. I'm like, that's so sweet. Okay. We got to watch more of the video so I can pull myself together.
We are going to be doing a discount. It's our deepest discount that we've ever done since 2018 on this certification. But the reason that we're doing it is because we are growing so quickly and we want to link arms with more professionals so that we can continue to expand this movement in a meaningful way and empower you to earn income to then recirculate your wealth. So that is why we're doing it. It's a limited time offer. Very, very excited, because here's the deal. Sometimes it's difficult to invest in a certification. I remember 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when I became a trainer, my certification was $497. And that was a big investment for me.
Yes.
It was a scary investment for me. I was living in Ohio. I was scraping, money together, working 5 jobs. And man, that was very difficult. It was hard, but it was the most important investment I've ever made. Yes. And so, we don't sit here and act like even a 997 or 2997 investment for the certification is not a big deal, because it is. But we want to share with you more about the value that we provide with the certification. And again, we want to hear from you in the interview regarding why you believe that you're a good fit. So let's talk just a little bit about our growth trajectory. And then I'm going to dive into our product flow and compensation plan. And then I will exit because the most important aspect of this call is hearing from our Faster Way certified coaches. 2018, we launched the current model with our certification and coach community. We grew very, very quickly in 2019. We had a hockey stick year of growth. 2020, we were poised and ready to go for the pandemic. Okay. So I'll share it. I don't always share it, but I'll share numbers. We did 12 mil in 2018, 34 mil in 2019. And then 2020, we were ready to go for the pandemic. But the most important story for Faster Way, and what I believe is the most important story in the nutrition and fitness category today, is that as a company and coach community, we have accelerated our percentage of year-over-year growth every year since 2020.
And that's rare.
It's big.
It's big, and it doesn't happen to all the companies.
We have grown on a bigger base every year since the pandemic, when most of our competitors have struggled or crumbled. Okay. So Faster Way has grown. I believe it's because we are focused. I believe it's because we have integrity. I believe it's because we have the best culture of any fitness community in the world, period. End of story. But here's how it translates to our coach community. Just simply hearing that the company has grown might not resonate with you, but here's how it translates to the coach community. January of 2025. So 2 months ago. Okay. January 2025. We had a wonderful month. We brought in quite a few clients, for our New Year rounds. Our coaches, our certified coaches in January of 2025 were paid 42% more than they were in January 2024. Okay. So 42% increase in payouts January 2025 versus January 2024. Your success as you start a business is directly correlated to timing. Okay. Timing. A lot of times we think that success is simply a byproduct of hard work, or success is simply a byproduct of the idea, the business idea, the business product. Maybe success is simply a byproduct of the team that I have around me. I'll hire some contractors, get a great team. No, your success is directly correlated to timing in the marketplace. And it has never been a better time, Etta, to be part of the Faster Way.
Yeah. And we continue to see that growth. And it's the people who, keep it's never a bad time to be a part of the Faster Way. That's what we were talking about before. Like every time's a good time, but we are really seeing that growth continue to happen. And this is a fantastic time to be a part of the Faster Way.
Yes. Timing in the marketplace is key.
It's never a bad time, but the timing is key. But you can join anytime. But if you join now, it's the best time. What?
They're gonna saturate the market just like Beachbody did.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're just recycling the same people. And eventually there's gonna be a cap.
Well, and that's why so many of these Beachbody coaches are double dipping, because they can no longer have the same level of financial success that they had from one MLM. So they have to join multiples. And it's not just they're all joining Faster Way and whatever, product MLM they have. They are also I know my former upline, a bunch of people from that team all went to Make Wellness. She's been shilling Hugh and Grace, but I know from an inside source that she is also in Make Wellness. She just had her downline follow her to both. And she's just choosing to focus on Hugh and Grace to grow, but she has the money coming in. I'm like, because she can't make the same amount of money from just one MLM that she did when she was in Beachbody, because people are not joining downlines anymore. Not doing that. Jelly Snack. This is Faster Way to fat loss. So yeah. All right. We're getting back into it. We're getting to the good stuff now, you guys.
Stories of the unsolved. It is my headphones. That is my mic.
Okay.
Just so you
Great.
I'm glad it's working.
StreamYard wouldn't even recognize my mic. I kept trying to change the mic to my external mic, and it just wouldn't do it. So hopefully you guys can all hear me okay. But sorry the sound isn't as great. I'll figure it out for next.
You sound good to me. I don't know what it sounds like on YouTube. It's so loud. I love it.
Good. Thank you guys. Thanks.
Key, and this is a wonderful time to say, let me capitalize on this momentum that's taking place, not to mention the sale that's taking place. So really, really exciting. So let me dive into our product flow and our compensation plan a little bit. You guys are in the program. You are aware of the programming. Okay. Best in the market, clinically proven, the only clinically proven program to help you burn visceral fat while simultaneously increasing muscle. The only program. It's opposite day here. We focus on eating more versus eating less.
Okay, Jen's face. You have something to say about that?
I want the research. That's what I wrote down with this part of the thing. I'm like, show me the research. There's no, so Faster Way to fat loss, they do carb cycling and fasting. That's what their program, and they count macros doing that. So it's the combination of the three things. Macro counting is dieting if you're doing it for weight loss. Okay, that's what it is. But there's I just can't. Show me the research.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to find any on their website. Have you? Did you look? Because I looked. I didn't see anything.
I can't even looking at just joining as a member, not as a coach. I can't get a clear picture of what products I'm even buying, what I'm even getting. It's just like, oh, you'll get these customized meal plans, daily 30-minute workouts, but you're not showing me what types of workouts. You're not showing me what types of meal plans. I saw an image that's like an example of when you open the app and it's like, Jen, this is a low carb day. So it sounds like, that's more of a carb cycle. I don't know if you're automatically signing up for carb cycling.
Yes, you are. It's automatically carb cycling and fasting.
I hate carb cycling. It does not work for me. I've said it multiple times on my channel that it turns me into someone I do not like when I carb cycled many years ago. I don't like it.
And they carb cycle they do their low carb days on the high intensity workout days.
Okay. I'm not a nutritionist, but don't you need carbs for energy to fuel your high intensity workouts?
Yes.
Okay. I have many certifications, but as a regular civilian, I feel like we all kind of know that, but maybe
I will say in general, and I don't mean to be very vague, but I don't want to get into a whole bunch of research this session because it would be taking forever. But current research right now, you will lose weight fasting. You will lose weight in a calorie restriction. It is not the fasting, the timing. It's the calorie restriction. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to have to look and see if I can find any, because she's clinically proven to burn visceral fat. Mm. Yeah, no, I don't believe you.
Choose what type of fat you're going to burn, right?
Nope. Okay. No, just like you can't spot reduce.
Right.
Exercise.
Susanna, who I think is someone I know in real life, but I won't out you. Carb cycling is where you have some days where you eat just a little bit of carbs, and then you have other days where you eat like no carbs or even like no fruit at all. And a lot of times people do it, like bodybuilders and people who do figure competitions, they do it because it like really like gets you shredded. But it's very extreme. And I did it on the easy version. I did, those of you who have a Beachbody background, I did Autumn's countdown to competition plan that came out with 21 Day Fix Extreme. And I couldn't make it through all 21 days because I was so miserable. I'm like, I need fruit. Like you can't even have fruit on your no carb days. Like it's,
I was really excited when Cours de Force came out because as the program went along, you got to add fruit. Mm-hmm. In the second round of it.
Yeah.
Like I remember that. I was so excited, but I didn't eat the purples anyways, which is hilarious. Like now thinking about it, I was like, I never ate my fruit anyways because I was so scared of carbs and sugar. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I was more excited that I got to add blue too. I ate the blue.
I was very excited about the blue because I was like, I can have cheese and guacamole in the same day.
I don't have to choose what I put on my taco.
Yeah. And even to this day, I'm like, I am allowed to have more than one piece of cheese. Like I still have to say that to myself. Like if I've already had 3 servings of fruit and I want like a late night snack and I want to have like some grapes and, with whatever I'm eating, I'm like, I'm allowed to have some fucking grapes. Sorry. I'm sorry. I try not to swear on my channel. Sorry. I got angry.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you for reminding. I will try and.
Yeah. I mean, I try not to. I don't know if you guys have kids around, but yeah. Anyway, Beachbody messed us up. So sometimes we get a little heated when we talk about, that you have the fixate brain that still like pops up, it's like living in my subconscious. And when I go to get a meal, it's like, I still have the containers too, which I like to intentionally use them for the wrong food so that I'm like having my little rebellion. Like I'll put like a dip in like the red container so I can really dip things in there. I'm like, you can put your fry in there and I'm like, haha, Autumn. I'm going to put like a ton of mayo and ketchup and mix them together and dip my fries in the red container.
You can keep your mayo. I don't do mayonnaise.
Or like put a bunch of pretzels in the purple container. I'm like, look, I'm eating a whole cup of pretzels, not a half cup. You know?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. Sorry, guys.
We do believe in a lot of diminishing return with certain workout modalities. So we're very science-backed, very strategic. So from the standpoint of programming, we know, you know, I know, she
Best
knows,
out there. Best out there.
best on the market. There's no comparison. Okay.
No.
So we can kind of set that aside. So now let's talk about the product flow and the business plan along with compensation. Simplicity is bliss at the Faster Way.
Mhm.
Okay. When I was crafting the model in 2018, I looked at companies in the direct selling or network marketing channel and looked to see what I really liked or disliked about that particular channel. I also looked at franchise models.
Mhm.
Additionally, I looked at affiliate models
Mhm.
and I thought, man, the more simple we can keep this, the better, because simplicity is bliss. There's no better way to say it. So product flow, so easy. A new client coming into the Faster Way to Fat Loss joins a 6-week new client program. All right. You've been through that 6-week program. You might be in it right now. 6-week new client program. You learn the basics of the Faster Way, the foundations of the Faster Way, and then you transition into a VIP membership, which is a month-to-month membership. Okay. 6-week program, VIP. By the way, we're not launching new workout programs every quarter. We simply promote the Faster Way. It's the Faster Way platform, the Faster Way lifestyle, the Faster Way program, which is great for marketing and messaging.
Yeah.
I had a digital marketing agency. My core competency, my zone of genius is digital marketing. And if you only have to promote one single thing, it's so much more powerful because we can be focused. Okay. We can be focused. So new client program, 6 weeks, costs $249. Guess what? As a brand new coach, if you go through the certification, if you are A, accepted, and B, go through and pass the exam, if you bring a client into the 6-week program, your mom, your sister, your coworker, your social media follower, $250, guess what? You get 50% commission.
$125.
Thank you for doing that math, because I was not about to do public math. $125 for every client you bring into that 6-week program, and you are paid to coach them. Once they then go through that 6-week program, 80% of your clients, if not a little more, sometimes we have closer to 82 to 83%, will then transition into the VIP membership. The VIP membership costs $79 for people who auto transition. You get 50% commission of that sale.
Yes.
Every
$49.50.
single month. Every single month.
Yes.
49. So 50% on the 6-week, 50% on the VIP. Let me just throw a little wrench in it. It'll just, again, very simple, but a little extra layer, which is really exciting. If 5 of your clients say, oh my God, I'm loving this, I want to be part of the Faster Way. We've got like literally several hundred on this call right now, many of whom just heard about it, last week, certificate. If 5 of your clients are loving the Faster Way lifestyle and they decide to also become certified, you now bump up to 75% commission on the 6-week program.
$186.
I love this math that I was doing. $186 on the 6-week program, which is very significant. And again, I want to empower you to earn significant, I use that word consistently, significant income, so that you can then recirculate your wealth to your family, your church, and your community. And I believe that's the most important way to solve problems in the world, is to empower someone in the wellness industry to not only transform lives physically, but also the economic empowerment piece. It's key because listen, I was a trainer. I trained in 6 different gyms. Ed has been a trainer. I've done boot camps as well. Guess what? I was scraping by. I was scraping by, working for male bosses who frankly weren't treating me that great either.
I have to stop. I know we're only at 1740 and I was going to try to let them go for longer, but this is a line that I would use a lot in Beachbody, and a lot of people would use, a lot of people in MLMs, like the whole women empowerment, the whole statistic of, if women make money, they have a tendency to circulate it to their community. Whereas when men make money, they hoard it, or they, do other things, whatever. I actually I've never fact checked that. It seems believable. But the thing about with MLMs is that the way you're making money is off victimizing other women. So you're overall, more women are losing money in MLM. So you're actually taking money from women and making women economically worse off. And these top Huns are not reinvesting in their community. They're doing things like Lindsay Matway has a second home that's an Airbnb. And I pointed this out in my religious manipulation video on her. I'm like, if you were really following the teachings of Jesus, why not turn that into like a temporary housing for families suffering financially so they can get back on their feet, or like, you know, for women to stay, like to get out of abusive situations, or like, you know, you're charging people, you're putting more money in your own pockets. Like all these top huns.
Or go work with your church. What do you need from me to help fund a food pantry here?
Right?
Do we need blankets? Do we need shoes? Do we need clothes? What does our community in this church need? Like this manipulate, like every time I cringe every time she says church. It's like,
yeah.
Oh.
You're just like assuming everyone on here is like the same faith as you, and then like church going and using religious manipulation, using that church to try to like relate to you, like, oh yeah, give the money back to your church. It's like the subtle, like, I go to church too. Like we're church people, you know, it's like trying to like.
Exactly, Monica. I got bills to pay.
Yeah. And these top huns, of course, they buy luxury things. They go on luxury vacations so they can post about it and be like, look how much money I can make, so they can scam more people into joining their downline. Like, they're not going to quietly donate to charities and not brag about it. They have to be able to brag about it at the very least. So it's like a whole thing. It's very deceptive. I just have to point out like some of these things that they sound good on the surface. A lot of the things these people are saying good and reasonable. And
I just want to say this is a great pause.
Yeah.
Even watching DC. When we get to the point where they bring in the coaches to talk, I think we can skip past the first one and go straight to the second.
Yeah.
Since the first one wasn't part of Beachbody, the second one was. And that way that'll cut off some time for this live, because I know we're like only 17 minutes in. So.
And it's an hour. Yeah, we're already an hour into talking, but yeah, that's a great idea.
Barely making ends meet, paying more for childcare and gas money than I was even. I mean, it was just, but it's because my passion was to empower lives physically. I stuck with it. Finally cracked the code on digital fitness. And so now for me, helping you earn money, because the average personal trainer earns $24,000 annually.
Yeah. And that's nothing.
You can't live on that. And it's odd hours, it's weekend hours, it's lunchtime hours. I've been there, done that. Okay.
Same.
Many years. And so I want to empower you in a meaningful way. So very simple product flow, very straightforward compensation plan. And from my perspective, that is the beauty of the faster way. We don't try to overcomplicate it. We don't have multi-tiers. We don't have a very substantial.
Pause it for a second.
System or anything along those lines.
Yes.
So I just did a quick Google search. What did she say the average salary was? $24,000 a year. I don't know where she pulled up that number. But according to salary.com, you're looking at anywhere between 35 and 100,000 per year. Glassdoor 41 to 130. ZipRecruiter, they make $16 to $48 per hour for independent personal trainers.
So
ChatGPT says as of March 2025, the average salary for a personal trainer in the United States is $71,349. However, it can range from $35,000 to $102,000. It varies by location. Chicago, New York, Washington, D.C., you're going to get paid more than you would in a rural community like Dayton, Ohio. Like that matters. It matters if you're doing online. I think she just pulled that number out of thin air.
Yeah, or maybe it's old.
Yeah, I'm like that's
that number about yoga teachers, but
yeah, like New York, the average is $65,000,
which is low for New York, to be fair.
Connecticut is 64.
That's a little more doable. But
Chicago, the average per hour is $36 per hour.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
I'd take that. I don't make that.
But I will tell you, going to a big box gym to start if you're coming in as an entry level, I won't go work at a big box gym because they
Mhm.
mess with your hours. I won't do it. The hours are hard. I mean, it's good experience to have. Like I'm talking like going to like a EOS Fitness or a Planet Fitness, like those type of place. Like Planet Fitness is weird, but like going to like a Lifetime Fitness or anything like that. Lifetime, they actually make a lot of money. Your hours are gonna suck as you come in entry level. Yeah, early in the morning, late at night. That's why I started my business right when COVID hit.
Perfect.
So there was no gym to work out of. So I work mostly online. And then I see some people at my home. I have a garage. I'm licensed and I can work out of my garage. So I have a garage gym, but that only is from September to April, sometimes May, depending on how hot it gets here in Arizona. So, but it all depends. I think she pulled that number out of thin air.
Yeah. Well, they would do that a lot in Beachbody, like a lot of Moira's team, like the Moira Erin
Amy!
Amy!
Oh,
Yay!
I trained Amy for a while when she was cleared to work out after her knee replacement surgeries.
Oh, we love Amy. Amy basically started the Snark crew. So this is Amy's legacy here today. We're continuing her legacy. So yeah, those personal trainers that joined Beachbody, they would use that definitely as a recruiting tactic. Like, oh, you can only make so much per day because you can only take, 8 clients or 10 clients or whatever. But with Beachbody, you can have hundreds of clients all working out the same morning. And this is a common tactic that they would use to say like, oh, you can make more money doing this. So, and now she's getting into
you're our grandma Snark coach.
Yes. Amy is our YouTube upline. Yeah, you're our YouTube upline. That's amazing. Yeah.
That is awesome, Linnea. Sorry, Linnea.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's fantastic. All right. I just had to say that.
The ladies doth protest too much section of the call, which is going to be strong throughout. Like, we are not an MLM. But we're going to.
It's going to sound really familiar, Amy, since you're joining. You might have some flashbacks.
Yes, please, if you're triggered, take care of your mental health. Not to make light of that in real life. Like, I do mean that in real life, but a little bit silly because this is we all have PTSD from Beachbody.
I like to look at this like a franchise.
Yes.
It's like a digital franchise model. And the investment, again, it is significant, but when you compare us with a franchise, it seems pretty darn affordable. Once you start to look at these franchises out there, if you sign up with us, if you're accepted and you invest now, you are going to receive a huge discount. And again, we want to link more arms with more of the right people. There's always going to be a focus on quality over quantity. You will still have to be screened. Okay. But this is your opportunity to say, okay, I'm going to get in and I'll need 8 clients to make back my investment.
Make back your investment. Yeah.
8 clients. It's
literally,
Okay, so I am going to exit because again, there are far more important people to hear from on this particular call. No. Yes, you stay on this call to hear from the coaches. Edit is going to transition over to these coaches so that you can hear them. I'm just so jazzed. We have hundreds and hundreds of people on this call. I cannot wait to see who partners with us. It is just such a privilege and honor to meet with you. And we're just so appreciative of your participation in the Fast Way, because without you, we wouldn't be where we are. But just thrilled about the future and can't wait to see who starts with us.
Thank you, Amanda. Bye. Thank you. How incredible. How many of you are really excited now? I see you asking some questions, which is great. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to get to those questions here in a few minutes. But what I want to do is bring on one of our OG Faster Way coaches. Actually,
okay, this is the one we're going to skip. And
skip her.
She has nothing to do with Beachbody. And she's just, so I think
she was just one of the original people that signed up when they started the coach certification.
She does continue. The only notable thing is that she continues the religious manipulation where she's like, I'm able to give twice the amount. Like, our church was fundraising and they asked us for an amount and we were able to give twice that amount. And so that's like a little bit of religious manipulation. So
Yep.
Yeah. Yep, Amy, you are absolutely right. Okay, so we're going to skip this lady because we don't know
Amy,
her.
you're going to enjoy this next one. You'll recognize her.
Yeah, as soon as I was doing my makeup when I was listening to this, and when I heard her name, I was like, oh, my antennas are going up. Okay, let's go here.
And shared. So, and thank you so much. I'm going to bring you back in just a minute, but up next, I would love to introduce another coach with you. So hang on, we're rocking and rolling through this. Miss Amy Grasso. She is a new Faster Way coach. She's been with us for about 5 months, and I have really enjoyed getting to know Amy. She is the best personality, but this girl, this woman here, she is driven. She is determined. She is taking no prisoners, and she's bringing an army of women with her to get healthy, to make a difference in their life, to make an
brought her
impact. Her
army.
impact has just started here with us at Faster Way, but it reaches far beyond, what she's doing here. And we're excited to see what's going to happen with her next. But I wanted to bring Amy on to talk a little bit about her journey as a new Faster Way coach. You heard from Ann, who's been here for 6 years, actually our number 2 coach in the whole community. But Amy is a newbie. She's a newcomer, and she's had some really great experience. So Amy, talk a little bit about the impact Faster Way has had on you in just a short amount of time. We want to hear. I'm gonna dip off. I'm gonna listen to you, and then I'm gonna come back. So tell us a little bit about your journey, Amy.
Okay, so first off, thank you, Etta, Amanda, Faster Way, you guys. I have so much gratitude and things in my heart for you. You have no idea. So how exciting is this? All of you who are on this call right now, I think I saw like 300 plus people. How exciting is this? Because I'm excited. I want to sign up again after hearing Ann talk. I'm like, sign me up. Where do I, sign my name or whatever? That excitement I felt back about 5 months ago ish. I sat on a call just like this, just like you. And I had this feeling of joy and optimism and excitement that was brought back into my life. Okay. But let me take you back to a week prior to that, or maybe like less than 5 days prior to that, because I had been with a company, right? I had been in the business of health and wellness for over 12 and a half years with a different network marketing company. It was my life. It was my passion. It was something that I started when my son, who is now almost 14, he's actually home from school. I think he faked being sick, but he did have a little bit of a fever. So I let him stay home. But when he was 11 months old, I decided to commit my passion and what I wanted to do for a living to health and wellness and helping other women primarily to get better and to, calm the food noise and learn about fitness. And that is what I had an opportunity with my former company. It was everything. It gave me so much. It gave me so much purpose. It changed my life and impacted my life in a way that I do not regret one bit. Okay. However, it was the last day of September, I believe. And, without any warning, without any prior knowledge, all of that was taken away. And the amount of just
and I have to pause because this whole story, she talked about helping people with health and wellness, with their food, with their workouts, all health and wellness. None of that was taken away on October 1st. None of that.
None of it.
We'll have all of that. The only thing that was taken away was your downline. So
Yep.
why are you acting like, and this, I couldn't resist. And Jen has this chat. She sent to me in the chat. I was like, wait, Beachbody didn't shut down. It's still a company. You can still.
But one of the first one, no, one of the first things you said, this is the screenshot I'm looking at right now. One of her first comments was, well, Amy doesn't count because she brought over her entire downline for Beachbody. If you're starting from scratch, if you're starting from scratch, you're not going to make it back. Oh, that's when we start talking about money.
Later. Yeah.
That was later.
They're talking about how fast you can make back your investment.
Wait, where's the other one? Oh, maybe I didn't get that one. Wait. Oh, wait, here it is. No, that's it. Never mind.
I have it. I took a picture of it too.
Oh, Beachbody didn't shut down. You still have all the resources to help people. You just don't have a downline anymore. That's what you said.
And Christine Dwyer was in the comments too. Everybody ignored me, but
Yeah, Christine Dwyer, I'm the opposite. I research a lot. And seriously, there's no other fitness company that teaches our clients and transform. This is legit.
not a real sentence, but
Not a real sentence. And I'm going to say this again. Christine Dwyer is a certified personal trainer. If you can't if you can't teach your own clients and you have to rely on another app and another company to do that for you, I'm sorry, you suck as a trainer and a nutrition coach.
mm-hmm. Well, if she said the name Monica, then everyone would know that Beachbody still is in existence. It has not folded yet. That's another conversation, but she's making it seem like her ability to help people with health and wellness was taken away. And that is still absolutely there. Her ability to profit off of other people's labor was taken away. So very important distinction.
Like despair and like, well, what do I do next? I don't want to go back to a 9-to-5. Like that is not something that I am anywhere interested in. I'm a Scorpio and I'm also an Enneagram 8. So I don't like to be told what to do. So I need to work for myself. So I had this fear. I'm like, oh my gosh, like what in the world am I, like, what am I going to do? That was my life. That was everything. I was scrolling social media. I think I had like tears, like mascara on my face, like scrolling. Somebody tagged me in a post, okay? And I will tell you that there were a lot of other opportunities out there. There's a lot of online money-making opportunities, but not any that resonated with me and what I wanted to do in the lives of other people. And so when I was tagged in a photo of the lovely Miss Amanda Tress and her family at a outdoor shopping mall that's actually in my area, I was like, what is this? It caught my fancy. And so I started to read up on it. And that is when Faster was introduced into my life. And I'm kind of a very impulsive person. So if I see something, I'm like, okay, I'm good for it. So even when I like finished reading that post, I knew that I was going to become a Faster Way coach. Like I knew that this is what was in my stars. And, Amanda talked about timing. And I truly believe that like we'd never really crossed paths until this very moment, because that was the time that I needed to be brought into this business. Now, do I wish I would have found it a little bit sooner? Yeah, but sometimes we have blinders on. Sometimes we are bleeding that company that we work for. But, for it to come into my life when it did, it was such a blessing and such a gift, because I was able to do something again that was using my passion for health and fitness to help other women be better, to help them get results. And I will tell you guys, in the past 6 months, again, if you are a Faster, if you're in a 6-week round, if you're already completed a round, if you're VIP, you know that this works, right? And I think that one of the things with my previous company, like I started to get a little bit jaded and kind of burnt out towards the end there, because it was kind of all over the place. Amanda had mentioned the different workouts being launched every this, that, and the other. And it's just like that. It was kind of like whiplash. You're like, well, what do I promote? There's so much confusion. I was confused. If I'm confused, then my people are confused. Like, what am I actually selling here? With the Faster Way, you're selling the Faster way of life. And that is a straightforward, strategic, simplistic thing that I have been able to use to help so many women get results. Women that I had worked with in the past years with different programming. We struggled, we hit plateaus, we stalled in weight loss, we didn't have any knowledge or continuing education about macronutrients or intermittent fasting or carb cycling. They go through a 6-week round and they lose like 10 pounds and all these inches. And I'm like, what in the world is happening? It works because it's simplistic and it's basic. And it's just such a lovely thing to be able to help other people with. Okay. And so over the past 6 months, if you followed.
So is she saying the entire time she was following Fix 8, Portion Fix, all the nutrition programming, that it didn't work at all? Is that what she's saying right there? It didn't work. That's what it sounds like to me. It's like it didn't work.
It certainly sounds like she is rewriting history to make it seem like she was becoming disillusioned with Beachbody before Beachbody went affiliate. And I was becoming disillusioned anyway. I was already looking for something that was less confusing to my clients. I was already, like you were scrambling.
I will say, I hate to do this. When Gut Protocol was being launched, she was actually outspoken against it.
Oh, hey,
So there was that.
Right, twice a day.
But before then, you're telling me that Portion Fix, and she followed 2B Mindset, I'm pretty sure. That 2B Mindset didn't work.
Yeah. And you don't have to do Gut Protocol. You can still just decide it's your business, right? It's your business. So you just
That was one of the things that we were told to push, like, look, you pick the one that's going to work best for you. Let me help you decide.
Yep. And Sarah, you're absolutely right. Like all the Beachbody Huns are saying that. Like all the Make Wellness ones are like, I was stuck. I was plateaued. I was whatever. I was looking for something else. And then I found these bioactive precision peptides.
And now I'm losing all the weight.
Yeah. And they all look
Give me a break.
same as they have looked in their years at Beachbody, which is like that's not me saying they look bad or anything. Like they're all beautiful, lovely people. We don't comment on people's bodies here on this channel other than to point out when they're being deceptive, which is like, you've been in great shape. You're not.
I don't see new results. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't see new results. I see the same kind of doctored before and after pictures where like
the same poses, the same lighting, the same wearing the clothes, hiding stuff. Yeah, we see it because we used to do it.
We would leave the Success Club trips and everybody would be joking like, oh, now's a great time for us to take our before pictures because we all just ate, at an all-inclusive resort for 5 days. So yeah, I love Julie Anderson. If I ever get big enough, I would love to go live with her. I think she's amazing, but it would be an NSFW live for sure because she does not hold back. She's amazing.
Me for a while. If I'm very out there on social media. I have been so for over a decade. So a lot of people have talked about how in the past 6 months they've seen my body change, and I have seen my body. I
thought it was 5 months.
100%, and I 100% attribute it to the Faster Way tools that they provide to us, and to be able to utilize those tools and give them to other women who are experiencing the same. It has been so fulfilling.
Yeah, she hasn't been doing it for 6 months, and
no.
all of them are saying this is, some of the live has lasted for 5 hours. No, we're only at an hour and 12 minutes. We're actually doing really great. I have been, if you guys are listening to this, replay crew, hi, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to me if you're not already. But yeah, we're hanging out, guys. We're having a good time. But I really doubt that everyone's like, oh, your body has changed so much. It's like, you were already thin. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. No.
And I know a lot of people like to listen to the replays when they're working from home. I do. I listen to people's replays while I'm working from home. I like having more than music in the background. I like having something my brain can kind of latch onto when I'm working my terrible 9 to 5 that pays me more than Beachbody ever did.
This is actually my last week at my 9 to 5.
Oh, congrats.
Yes. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing? Okay, good.
Yes.
Good.
Encouraging for me, and I know that is something that is encouraging for you as potential coaches, because you want to be able to have something that works. You want to be able to stand behind the product that you're selling, and this 100% for Faster Way is it for me. I do want to touch upon the income structure too. Amanda had talked about the breakdown and what this is, the commission. It is very simple, and that's what I needed. I wanted to be able to build my income back up and have control over it. At the top of this call, or before this call, I talked about how I wanted to control the amount of impact I could make, because impact equals that income, and impact equals success for other people, and impact can equal success for you as well. Okay. So the commission structure is next level. It is beyond. And listen, I know that we have all of you on here on this coach certification call, coming into the business as coaches, but it's not network marketing. It's not an MLM. It is something that, I mean, I feel like I manifested it maybe a little bit in my life before I even knew it existed, right? Because I wanted something like this. And so over the past 6 months, I've well overmade my investment back, like well overmade that back. I did the platinum certification, which has been just such a game changer. And I have learned more about macronutrients, I've learned more skills to be able to help my people, which is why we do this, right? We're always learning, we're always growing so that we could pour into others. And just the amount of impact that I've been able to make, even in such a short time with this company, it's been incredible. And not only that, every single person, every human that I have met with the Faster Way has been so welcoming. And, you know, they let me talk about my story and where I came from and what I did before and how the transition has been. They've offered up support and they've offered up help. And that is culture, that is community, that is integrity, that is just love and passion. And that is everything that the Faster Way is for me. So I couldn't be more grateful to be here sharing. Because I never thought that I would be able to share something like this ever again.
Amy, so good. This is just such good gold. I love it. And thank you so much also for just sharing about the culture and the community here, because we do feel like we're a little different here at Faster Way, because we are so unique in the marketplace to where we're not a franchise, we're not an MLM, we're not an affiliate. We are a hybrid of all of these things, which allows you to, you know, be your own.
So they know that they have some MLM to them because they keep saying, we're not an MLM. We're not an MLM. But we are kind of like, we're a hybrid of MLM and affiliate and franchise and all these things. I'm like, okay, so you're an MLM. Like,
so Amy got here late. So explain the compensation plan that was explained to us first on the call, which they didn't go into a lot of detail on it. They don't go, and so, just so you know, they don't go into a lot of detail what's included in the certification at all. Hold on, I have it written down. I took notes. Okay, so the 6-week program, if you're a certified coach, it's $249 to sign up. If you bring someone in to do that, you get a 50% commission. They transition into the monthly membership, which is $79, also 59% commission. But you, as a certified coach, you see that's starting to live really, really loosely. If you bring in 5 people and get them to sign up for the certification and they end up getting certified, they have to get the certification, they have to go through the certification, then your commission increases.
Yes.
What did it increase to? 75%, right?
75%.
For the 6-week challenge.
Yes.
So that's how it is. So it's like, if you bring in people to sign up for the certification and they get certified, then you get more money on the front end when you bring new people in. But it's only for new people.
Right.
So there's not really a team under you, but there is a recruiting aspect to it, because if you bring in people to get certified, then your money increases.
Right. I have it for us to look at.
Okay, good. But let's finish with that, because they talk about
video, and then we'll look at the Faster Way commission structure.
Yeah.
You get it here. That's
no, their certification is not legit. It is only legit for within the company.
Right. Okay.
Boss, do your thing, but have an incredible program and marketing materials and all the things to lean into, and the confidence that you get through the certification. So I love that you talked about going into platinum, because that provided you with just that next level that you needed. So thank you so much for sharing that. And if you want to jump back in here and join us, I'm going to answer a few questions, and then we're going to be dropping the interview link. So you do want to register for an interview, and we do that, like Amanda said, to see if you're a good fit for us, if we're a good fit for you, but you're going to go through that interview. So we're going to drop the interview link here in just a minute. But what I would say to you is this: if you're thinking about it, if you're considering it, sign up for that interview. If you have already done an interview in the past and you've been accepted, you do not need to re-interview. You can simply look back for a former one, or send an email into certification@fasterwaytofatloss.com. I'm looking at my team here to make sure that's it. And they can look back and send you that application or that acceptance letter, and you can go from there. So you don't have to re-interview. But if you have not interviewed, we'll drop that interview link. You want to make sure to get signed up for it, because the interview slots are already filling up. Oh, they did it. They dropped it. They dropped it. I love it. So there it is. You want to hop in on that. Let me answer a few questions that I did see come through. So you do not have to travel. I know Ann talked about she traveled for her other job. You don't have to travel. This is digital. Now, do you want to come see people and come to conference and all those sort of things? Yes, sure. Could you go meet up with your client somewhere? Sure. You don't have to travel. This is all digital. This is online. Our certification takes you through, it's like a self-paced course that you go through. You can go through it. Amy, Ann, tell me how long it took you to go through the certification. Amy, how long did it take you to go through the certification?
I was like, okay, I'm doing this. Like, let's go. I think I holed myself up in a hotel room in Miami before eating the Savannah bananas with Jen. Yes. So I got a good chunk of it done that weekend, but it took me about, I would say, 2.5 weeks. But I'm also a very I'm a big note taker and but
soaking it all in. Yeah.
Very hyper focused, and I just get it done.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And how long on average did it take you to go through that certification?
Yeah, it was about 2 weeks as well.
Yeah. I love that.
Know coaches who were quicker, and so.
Yeah. It took me 3 days, but that because I was like, look, now I didn't have little kids, and I was able to just really shut myself in a room and just go for it. But the average person going through, it takes them about 3 weeks. 14 to 21 days is about the average. You do have up to 6 months to complete it. But you can do it self-paced at your own, and it's in modules. So you kind of learn a little bit. It's changed a little bit, Ann, since we've done it. We used to have a 100-question test at the end. You do not have that anymore. It's little modules. You learn about our program. You learn about the science behind it. You learn all of those things. And then in addition to that, we teach you marketing and how to sell and all of those sort of things. We are recognized by NASM, by AFA, by ACE, and by ISA. So ISSA, you do get continuing education credits for those if you are certified within that. So we are
Okay, so this is one of my questions for Jen, and I feel like she already has something to say because she's laughing. But at this point in the call, I thought to myself, okay, so you can use this as your continuing education, but you don't have the underlying initial personal training thing, right? Like the women who were at my Insanity Live certification, a lot of them were group fitness instructors or personal trainers. And that also counted towards, adding a modality, like continuing education stuff. So it's not, you're still not getting the actual foundation of
you're not. Okay, first, it's not NASM, it's NASM, NASM. Trust me, I'm like, you should know this. Okay, so the way continuing education works for these companies, you already have their certification. So you have their personal training certification, you have their Group X certification. I will tell you, NASM has a nutrition certification. NASM has an app. You want to know how much it is to bundle their stuff together? You ready? I pulled it up. Their elite trainer bundle includes certified personal trainer, certified nutrition coach, corrective exercise, and a performance enhancement. So you get 4 certifications. 4. It's $129 a month for 17 months and $199 down. So it is less, or right around what their platinum costs.
And you can actually get a job at any gym or train clients in like your
Or
home.
start your own business.
Yeah.
You can
Depending
get
on-
insurance. I was
Yep.
certified personal trainers and as a nutrition coach, I can get insurance as an online coach.
Mhm.
They don't get insurance.
Yeah. And you can set your own rates because you are actually your own boss.
Nutrition coach is BS, not a real job. I'm a nutrition coach.
I mean, it could be BS and it could be a real job.
But
It's just,
you have to be careful because it is not, there are people that go outside of their, which we'll talk about scope of practice in a second, because I have my precision nutrition book right here. And that's actually one of the parts of the chapters. We cover scope of practice and what we're allowed to coach, what we're allowed to talk about, what we're allowed to teach. And weight loss is actually not one of them.
Ah, interesting.
So we have to be careful with that. But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. Coaching
it's
any kind of coach, you always have to take with a grain of salt. If anyone says on the internet these days they're any kind of coach, you have to
and
kind
this
of
thing
questions.
where they're saying the average is 3 weeks for somebody to complete the certification. The precision nutrition level 1 certification took me, and it's self-paced, and I was working on it a little bit every week. It took me, I want to say 8 months. So I finally completed the certification.
Mm-hmm.
They have a pathway. So I have my level 1. Eventually I'm going to go for the level 2. And that includes a 20-hour mentorship, like one-on-one stuff. But there's a pathway to become a board certified health and wellness coach. So I can sit in for the board certification following the pathway through precision nutrition. Like some people that do this have their college degree. Like it's the same accredited like coursework, mentorship stuff. So I can go through and get my board certification as a health and wellness coach going through precision nutrition. And guess what? I learn about macros. I learn about hormones. I learn in this course, and combined level 1 and level 2 precision nutrition costs less than the faster way certification.
Yeah.
And precision nutrition has an app that you can use with your clients.
Yeah. They're really just trying to present this as MLMs do, as like a business in a box. Like the simplicity of it. It's like, oh, I can just get this. I don't have to start my own business. I don't have to like go get a job as a personal trainer. Like I'm my own boss. I'm whatever. And everything's already laid out for me. And she talked about, oh, we're going to train you in marketing and stuff. I'm like, that was promised to me in Beachbody that I would be able to market things. And it's like, they give you scripts. You sound
That's what this is. Like we get to it later on. They don't train them in marketing. They give them, oh, go study, get that degree.
Yeah.
Get that degree.
Yeah. We love you, Amy.
No, dietitians can help you build a meal plan and lose weight. Registered dietitians, yes.
Yeah.
A certified nutrition coach, like someone who has a nutrition certification through Precision Nutrition and NASM. We need to be very careful when we're doing, if somebody wants weight loss, we have to be careful, because if you're someone who has a medical diagnosis, like diabetes, cancer, any type of chronic disease, we need to be careful, because that can be considered medical nutrition therapy. And if that's something you want to do, you really need to be in touch with a medical professional or a registered dietitian. Like I have 5 registered dietitians that I refer people to. Good. Call them, see who you fit with. If I have somebody that one has a history of eating disorder, I won't do nutrition coaching with them. Like I won't do it, won't touch it. Nope. And that's because I have my own history. And it's one of the reasons why I don't necessarily coach weight loss either. But it's a very slippery slope. and it can go bad really fast.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thank you for that. I love having you on and having your expertise with this.
Now, not every nutrition coach or personal trainer is going to agree with me, and that's fine. But just I just won't do it.
Yeah,
there's a whole chapter on ethics in here.
Yes, which there is not in the faster way training. It's just about get as many people as you can, probably.
Nationally recognized certification, so those do come with it. A lot of people have asked.
That doesn't mean shit either, by the
Amy,
way.
you shared that you also purchased the platinum package because it just gave you the most bang for your buck. Currently, right now, within our platinum package, you receive the certification, all the information you need to get certified. You receive the additional support, all the marketing materials you need. You do have a back office where all of your, kind of your commissions and your clients come through that you can organize. You receive additional training and support from us here at HQ. But within the platinum certification, you receive a opportunity to do the advanced macro certification, our hormone certification, and our group X, which are all recognized as well by ACE, NASM, AFA. A few of them.
Okay, pause it for a second. Let me tell you how this too. Okay, for these programs to be recognized by, and stop saying NASM, the certification for those other companies, all Faster Way has to do is submit their materials and pay a yearly fee.
Oh, okay. So
it's a money making thing for NASM, for ACE, for ISSA.
Got it.
Because all of those companies have their own continuing education credits that people can take. They don't need to go outside.
Yeah. All right.
It's accreditation for personal training and nutrition, especially personal training certifications, is kind of a racket. Just so you know.
Good to know.
Even though I do take continuing education stuff, I'm just not beholden to. I just take whatever I want that I'm interested in and people want to learn about. So
yeah, capitalism be doing its thing.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
All of them are recognized by another entity, a large fitness and wellness entity. So, Anne, which package did you use and why did you choose that package?
Yeah, I did platinum as well. And I, 6 years later, absolutely stand by that decision. It's funny, I remember talking to my husband about it with the 2 different tiers. And, I wasn't working at the time. We weren't really in a position to just spend money,
right.
And he encouraged me to go for platinum because he's like, if you're going to do this, go all in and do it. Yeah. And I, probably like many of you, I didn't have a background in health and fitness. I didn't have a background in social media. I've never owned a business. I've never run a business online. I didn't know what I was doing. So I was going to take all the help I could get. So, and absolutely, it was such a great game changer decision.
I love hearing that. The other thing I forgot to in our platinum package is the Millionaire Masterclass. It really is a marketing masterclass that you're going to hear from different people who are experts in the industry to kind of help you market and get that out there, because that can be scary. So our gold package is $997. Again, we've got a huge sale right now for this, just this special, I would call it the CEO sale, right? The special sale. There is not a payment plan for that. That's gold. And then for the platinum, it's $29.97. We have payment plan options for you at a 3-month or a 6-month. There's a little small kind of setup fee for that. I did a payment plan. I don't know about either of you, but when I became a coach, I did a payment plan. That's what I needed to do. And then I worked really hard to earn back my investment so I could pay that off and then really start just making, being not in the red, but in the black, to where I was earning money. Amy, how long about did it take you to earn back your investment? Even with the platinum, how long did that take you?
It was not very long at all. Maybe a month.
Yeah. And so, Anne, do you remember?
That is the part where I was a menace, where I commented, of course, Amy made it back in a month. She brought her whole downline with her. They all bought in. So, duh.
Remember how long it took you to earn back your investment?
Yeah, I made my investment in my very first round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. Somebody had asked, what's the average that coaches make? It varies. It really does depend on, how many people how many people want to get started, and how hard you're willing to work to grow, because this isn't just sit back and it all come in. You do have to bring your own clients in, get out, network and market, and bring those people in. But we provide you with so much of the material. What I love, because I also have this background in health and fitness, nutrition, been a personal trainer for over 25 years, but I was also working with another company 6 years ago. And I was very successful over there, earning 6 figures. But what it took me to do in 8 years over there, I was able to do in 18 months here. And the biggest difference was because I was provided with the material.
Okay, so she was in another company for 8 years. I assume a network marketing company. I don't know this woman personally. If anyone knows what company she was in, let me know. But
What's her last name again? Maybe she's on LinkedIn.
Oh, I don't know. What was her last? Etta something? It doesn't say on the website. I can't find her membership. Yeah, there's not
Oh,
anything.
Etta Gibson. I see it. It's on the little screen.
Okay. Oh yeah, Etta Gibson. So if she was in another MLM, they keep saying this too. The Huns that left Beachbody and are now in other MLMs, they're like, what took me, 12 years to build in Beachbody, I have built in 2 months here. And I'm like, yeah, because it's your Beachbody. It's what you built from 12 years. You just shifted it over to Hue and Grace or Make Wellness. So it's like any of them that say that, in a month, I made back my whole investment and I experienced such faster growth than I did with Beachbody. Well, they're not saying Beachbody, but it's like, well, yeah, because you just brought your whole downline. Like, it's not new people. It's not new work. It's the work you already did with Beachbody.
Champion Fitness, a small business owner.
So
maybe she owned her own gym.
Yeah.
That's the only thing she has. That's the only thing she has is her experience.
Yeah.
She is a Christian and Trump supporter on her IG. Shocker.
Oh, wow.
I'm not
Someday I'm going to be
surprised.
brave enough to do a video on how
The pipeline
inherently right-wing and lead to like the weird wellness conspiracy theory pipeline. But yeah, oops, sorry, I was trying to take that comment down. All right, we're so close. We're gonna make it.
I just got to coach. I just got to talk with people, bring them in and coach them. And that was been really exciting. Now, I had a personal training background. Amanda has, and you shared that you didn't. So do you feel like that's a necessity in order to be a successful coach? Clearly it's not.
No, but I would really say, like, if you have a passion for helping women, if you see the value in what this program brought you, and you see other women out there who are struggling just like you were, you're qualified. I mean, you can learn the science, you can learn the strategy, you can learn the nutrition aspects of everything. You can't really learn the passion. You can't really, like, if you have that first, you're going to be all good.
Yeah, I saw a saying, and it's something like this, like, skills can be taught, but passion, you've just got to have that passion. Now, Amy, we see you teaching some health and fitness.
No, we have to. I can't. I have to stop. This whole idea that if you've been struggling and you've overcome something that qualifies you to help other people with that thing is so pervasive in not only in the MLM world, but also in the whole, like, personal development. Like, I want to be an online coach, like a lot of the stuff that Danielle Ryan covers on her channel. Like, you are not qualified just because you've gone through something. Like, you are not. You have to, if you want to teach people something, whether that be health and fitness, or like my background is in, I'm an opera singer. Being a voice teacher is very different from being an opera singer that performs. Like, if you're teaching anything, you need to learn pedagogical skills. Like, it is different to teach each person. Each person is going to have their own set of needs. And
guess what I learned in my coaching certifications? Pedagogical skills.
Yeah.
Motivational interviewing.
Yeah.
Like, just because I worked out all my life growing up didn't mean which is why I said I never liked calling myself a Beachbody coach. Did not mean I was qualified to coach people in their own fitness. Now, my first job, mind you, was a coach. I was a youth sports coach. I coached sports, little kids,
Yeah.
5 to like 14-year-olds. But just because I ate food and ate out of those containers, sometimes, didn't mean I was qualified to be helping people eat it. No. No, just because you eat food and you work out does not mean you're qualified to be coaching or training anybody else.
Yeah. I know this might come as a shock, but everyone has a different body. And all of our bodies have different needs. And I actually like teaching voice and being a personal trainer actually are very similar. Like, because when you're teaching voice, every student has unique needs and you use unique exercises with them to help them achieve their goals. But yeah, I'm not going to give the same repertoire to every student. They're all in different places on their journey. They all have different abilities and different goals. And it's kind of it's a good metaphor, but yeah, you're not qualified to be a voice teacher if you haven't gone through like some vocal pedagogy training, because it is really different than just, I love to sing and I've been in a few shows. That's not the same. And that's
like, I mean, we mentioned registered dietitians and medical nutrition therapy and all this stuff earlier. I went through ED treatment. That does not make me qualified to be helping people who have had EDs, which they never go away. I am not qualified to help them.
Yeah.
That's not, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
A lot of these
I'm barely qualified to help myself most.
Yeah.
I still work with my therapist.
Good. Yeah. Because these people have read a lot of personal development books, they also think they're qualified to help people with really personal, serious
Autumn. I read 5 books.
Yeah, they really should be going to a therapist, like go to a professional. Like, do not let an MLM hun life coach you. It's not a good idea.
Classes, and I love that because that's I'm like, let's go. But has that been beneficial to you of having a little bit of a health and fitness background in that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have been teaching group fitness for over 13 years, I think. So it's always been a huge passion of mine. And so the Group X certification now with Faster Way has given me even more tools, more programming. And, when you're teaching for such an extended amount of time, it's kind of like, oh, you get kind of dull and, like you do the same things over and over again. So the Group X certification has been awesome. My girls have been loving it. But then also teaching in a group fitness space, there is that whole idea of the Faster Way, bringing that into their lives with nutrition and really, because we've done, I work at a little small boutique gym that my best friend owns. And, we've talked about having, macronutrient, like just not certifications, but like trainings and stuff like that, and really getting them to understand how the Faster Way lifestyle can play into their workouts in the gym, but then also their health and fitness with regards to nutrition. So
I love it. Yeah. A health and a nutrition plan alone, if you ask a personal trainer to create a nutrition plan, it's going to cost more than the $249 to get started as a client or the $79 a month for VIP. So like you can work that if you are a fitness professional.
Let's fact check that. Jen is correct.
It depends. I will tell you right now. I cost less.
There you go. Jen costs less, Anchor Club Fitness, and she's not going to body shame you.
So I have Anchor Fit Club, which is my one-on-one personal training. I have Anchor Fit Nutrition, which is nutrition coaching. You can add on and combine the two. And then I have a monthly membership which has studio programs that you can follow along, individual workouts, but you also have me in the community. So you still have, I still message people in there every day. Like I'm in it every day. You just don't get individual programming or one-on-one calls. And like today I did, and I have open office hours. So today I had earlier on Zoom open office hours, and people come in and we're like, have a questions, need form checks, need help with something. So it's like, and that's like $25 a month. And we have guest speakers. This month I have a pelvic floor physical therapist coming in to talk. It's like,
Hey, nice.
no, just like this is the same argument that Autumn was making about wanting to charge more for Belvital. Because and Pilates costs so much more. This I'm like, oh my God, no. It's like, yes, there are some personal trainers that charge way too much, but there are those of us that realize we want it to be accessible.
Yeah.
No, you do not.
Have you
I
joined?
actually don't know. If you watch, like I don't ask people to share unless they're comfortable ever. Like it's not a requirement at all. Sweaty selfies, not a requirement
Make
at
your
all.
dirt list, your list of your 100 people who would buy dirt from you.
Like I give people like my people have links that they can give to their friends if they think they want to. Like, here's your link, fine, whatever. But I'm just like, I'm like, no, you guys don't have to. It's like, really? I'm like, no.
When you have a legitimate business, you don't want to get other people to do that business too and create competition. You want them.
I'll be honest, I still have some PTSD from being in the MLM. So me asking people to share what so when I have a couple people like will share in their stories when they do a workout and stuff they've been with me for a year. I have one girl that I've worked with now for 5 years. I know you were kidding, it's fine. But it's like it's hard sometimes. I'm just gonna put that one out there. Yeah, linking arms. We don't link arms. We just connect. But it might like people don't have to show up at like my Zoom calls. I'm like, you guys don't need to show up and on camera. I don't care. And I come up. I like this morning. I had just washed my hair and I had my hair up in a towel and drinking coffee. I'm like, yeah. Anyways,
You're in the group every day, pouring into them.
I am poor. I have to fill my cup up first.
It's so awful.
I did this with my clients. They were paying me to personal train them, and they were paying for a faster way, either the membership or to get started with their in the 6-week round to learn that nutrition aspect. They were doing both because they wanted both. They wanted that personal interaction. So if you are a fitness professional, this is a great way to expand your business, not only to provide your clients with the nutritional aspect. That's why I became a coach. I was like, my clients need this right here. And it allowed me to coach we live in Florida, but you can hear the accent. I'm from Alabama. It allowed me to coach my friends and family that I had back in my hometown because there was this digital platform to do that on. Somebody asked, do you have to be at your goal or ideal health weight in order to be a fantastic coach? Absolutely not. I'm going to answer this. And then Anna, I want you to give me a little feedback.
Just going to throw that out there.
We have so many incredible coaches who are on their own personal journey. And guess what? They're taking people along with them. Because if you're in a place that you may not feel good and confident about yourself, or you need to lose, 50 pounds or more, or even if you only need to lose 10 pounds, but you're like, I can't ever look like that. Sometimes the best coach is those who are going on the journey with you. So you absolutely do not have to be at your ideal goal because those goals change. You don't finish it and be like, ta-da, I made it. You got to stay on it. So, and speak to that idea of being the perfect specimen in order to be a coach.
Yeah, you do not have to be that way. I think that the best way you can show up is your true authentic self. So if you aren't the super fitness girly, that's okay. And if you aren't quite like where you want to be, if you don't feel like, I don't look like that girl or whatever, who looks really successful, it doesn't matter. The key is that you want to relate to the people, you want to attract and relate to the people who are like you. And maybe who want, like Etta says, invite them to come along with you. Hey guys, I'm doing this. Like, let's do this together. It's so much better together. So no, I think as long as you can relate to people and be vulnerable and share your story and say, you know, this is what I'm working on. Do you want to come do it with me? And it sort of gives a lot more of an inviting nature to it, rather than I need to aspire to be her.
Correct.
You know. So yeah.
I love that, because it can be intimidating to others. Again, I'm like, I'm never going to, I may say I'm never going to look like that. And there are so many coaches, and this is not a cookie cutter thing. You get to be your own coach. You get to find your own niche. If you want to work with new mamas or menopausal grandmothers, that's fine. And everybody in the middle, you get to speak to the people that are maybe a little bit like you, that you're just ahead of them a few steps because you've already gone through the program. A couple of quick things, and then I want to wrap it up hearing from Amy and Ann. Our team has been in here. We're going to drop that interview link again. I want you to go ahead and schedule that interview, because there's going to be a lot of questions that can be answered there as well. But schedule that interview, see if it's a right fit for you. Again, we want quality over quantity. And I know you guys are asking incredible questions. Read back through these. The team has been answering them. There is just a couple of quick little things. There is a yearly $99 renewal fee. Listen, if you've been a part of anything ever before, that's literally like nothing. But we provide an entire back office for you. Just think of that as kind of a business expense. And you can write that off, okay? So it's your business expense, $99 a year. And then the coach VIP rate is $49 a month. But when you get that VIP rate and that ability to have the app and the access, you get more than what like a 6-week client gets. You get to see the VIP, the 6-week, the men, Spanish if you want. We have a whole Spanish community. It also allows you to see other tools that you can use to connect and help your clients. So there is that aspect of it as well. And so, Amy, I want you to tell me as we wrap up, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. Amy, if somebody's sitting here on the fence and they're not sure and they've got the butterflies and they're just having that feeling, what would you say to that person right now? What would you say to them?
Well, I tell you earlier, it's uncomfortable, right? Sitting on that fence. So you got to go either way.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So I want you to ask yourself a question like, okay, what is the worst thing that could happen? What is the worst thing that could happen? You may say to yourself, oh, well, I make the investment, I do the certification, and then I do nothing. You may think that that's the worst thing that could happen. But honestly, like, the worst thing that I think could happen for you is that you don't ever sign up, that you don't invest in yourself.
Deja vu.
That one person, those 2 people, those 3 people, those hundreds
Monica
of people
drink.
who could potentially be impacted by a choice that you made. That's the worst thing.
Good night. Thanks for coming.
And such an incredible blessing.
Guten Nacht, Germany. Thanks for joining.
I just know
in my life. And if you are here and if you are in that webinar chat, if you're on this call, there's that knowing, right? As Jen Gottlieb said at conference over the weekend, there's that knowing in the pit of your stomach saying, maybe this is it.
Yeah.
You should go for it.
Woo, the worst thing could happen is there's somebody out there waiting for you to take this opportunity, and they're waiting on you. No pressure there, but there is somebody out there waiting for you. And what would you say to maybe even to Ann 6 years ago? Like, let's do that. What would you say to Ann 6 years ago who was like, do I do this? What would you say to her?
I would say you don't need to be so scared. This is your whole life is waiting for you, and you don't even know it. And, when I think about purchasing the certification, it's not really purchasing a certification. You are making an investment in your future. You're making an investment in the women who are waiting for you to help them. You are making an investment in really your potential. And you won't know, like Amy said, you won't know if you don't do it. So if you are here, chances are you feel that.
Yeah.
And so I would let yourself follow that. And I tried not to, and it didn't work. right? So you're just going to be right back here. So just follow that path. Let
Oh.
fear lead the way.
I love it. This is so good. You ladies are incredible. And I will tell you, the time is now. If you're waiting for a sign, everybody, here's your sign. The time is now. This is an incredible time to join the Faster Way with this extended sale and offer, but just the marketplace, the people are looking, and the programming is like, again, I've been a personal trainer for over 25 years. And the minute I did this, the first week in, I was like, this is it. This is what people need. This is going to get them whole and healthy and feeling good. And that's what drove me, is I wanted, just like you hear from Amy and Ann, you wanted other people to feel that. So this has been incredible. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody.
Okay.
That's the end.
Last 5 minutes was so exactly like every Beachbody opportunity call I attended or spoke on. It's like,
Yeah.
you don't have to be at your goal weight. You can just be on your journey. But also, if you're a fitness professional, like, why not be able to help so many more people? Oh, if you're on the fence, like, this is your sign. Someone's waiting for you. Like, think about that person that is going to be so much happier when they see you on your journey and they sign up, and like, just everything.
Go way down.
It's so much manipulation. It's like, do it now. Don't hesitate. I'm surprised they didn't, because they mentioned church so much in the first part. I'm surprised they didn't say, like, God gave me this platform as a way to help people, because that's such, such a common.
Very surprised. So we touched on it earlier. It's in the comments now, but you won't be able to really see the comments if you watch the replay. Yearly, there's a $99 coach renewal fee.
Mm-hmm.
But monthly, you have to pay for the app. So you're still paying $40. You get your VIP membership instead of $79, you pay $49. So you're spending $687 a month as a certified coach. So there are expenses.
Yes.
And yeah,
pay to play.
It is. I mean, and they'll tell them they could write it off as a business expense. Because are they a 1099? Like, that's what they're going to have to be.
I think so.
Okay.
Let me pull up
because they're not business owners.
Right. Let me pull up here we go. Can you guys see that commission structure? You see that? Faster ways. Let me try to. I have it like blown up to like.
Okay, yeah, there. Okay.
There we go.
I just can't see the chat now. I just made my screen bigger.
Oh yeah. Okay. So a new client, you can get 50% commission, and percentage of product as stated, which it doesn't state anywhere. Certified coach, parent coach, $1,000 bonus. Does not explain that at all.
That is when, if somebody signs up as a coach or for the certification, they get $1,000 if they get certified.
Okay. Certified.
I'm 98% sure on that.
Yeah. So this one we went over 50% commission. That's the $39.50 of like their ongoing membership. You get 25% commission on wellness products. And then here we go. Premier coach. When a coach sponsors 5 new coaches on their team, they are now a premier coach. And they get 75% commission on new client rounds and 10% of team NC sales. Is that like wellness, just team sale? What does NC mean? I don't know. This document doesn't tell me. Yeah. And then this is just the same.
Is it new coach?
New coach. Team new coach sales, maybe? Yeah. Partner program. Once the new client transfers to VIP, the coach will make the full VIP commission. Yeah.
This has got to be a new coach or new client sale. Team new client sale.
Okay. So what I'm seeing for this is it seems like it's actually worse than an MLM, because you get bonuses. You get 75% commission once you have 5 coaches on your team. Then you get that 75% commission on new client rounds and you get 10% on new clients, but you don't seem to get any ongoing like volume. So that's, I think, how they're saying that it's not an MLM is that
but you do get a percentage of your team sales.
Team
if you have
client
coach
sales.
Yeah. So
so that's that first 6-week program.
Yeah.
So then if those new clients become VIPs, you don't get anything from that, from your team. So whereas in a traditional MLM, if those new clients, stay on the app or whatever and continue to do things, that would build your team volume and you would get money from that.
But
so
this doesn't do that.
To me, that it is an MLM, but it's worse than an MLM because you're recruiting your competition and you're only making a one-time commission from their new customers and you're not getting volume. So even at the top of the pyramid, like it's almost like,
wonder, you're not getting the volume, but then I wonder if those so say you brought in the 5 and they brought in the new team, and then some of those team members do you get 10% if your coach under you brings in another certified coach? And will you get 10% with them? So it's like, that's a question to ask.
Yeah. This is all they have on the commission structure. It's this 3-page document that you can't, this one's too blurry to even read. But
new client yearly total VIP supplement total.
So that says VIP yearly total 6,849, supplement yearly total 1,326, coach referral yearly total 4,000, yearly total 18,145. So that's just an example of what someone could get, and then it tells you vaguely how it works, but it creates more questions than it answers. In my opinion, I'm like, what is, like, this did not give me enough information to really know how to make money. And Amy went on
non-commissioned. Is that what you think it is, Sarah? Because I don't know. It's like getting the degree from a college. Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, it seems like so we've now gone on this investigation. So
this certification is only worth anything within this company. Yeah. Let's just leave it at that. That's all it's worth. It's just within this company, that's all it's worth.
But people who have it can put on their Instagram that they are like a certified nutrition coach.
But they won't say that it's Faster Way.
Yeah, a person that's just happening upon their Instagram came up in their For You page, they'd be like, great, this person's a nutrition coach. And then that person signs them up for Faster Way to Fat Loss. And then suddenly they're being pressured to become a Faster Way coach as well.
So I mentioned this on the podcast I was on, the Life After MLM. She asked, what's one of the things you can do to make sure that you're working with somebody what are their certifications? Mm-hmm. What certifications do you have? What education do you have? And another big one, especially if it's a personal trainer that's online, do you have insurance?
Yeah.
Which that reminds me, I need to renew mine. It's coming up in 3 days. Are you insured? What are your certifications? Even just a base one, to be doing this. Do you have a degree, like college degrees? Yes. Are you like, if somebody's saying they're a nutritionist, well, are you a dietitian? Are you a registered dietitian? If they say they're a functional nutritionist, that's a red flag. I'll throw that one out there. If they have a certification in the Integrative Institute of Nutrition, like Autumn, that is a red flag right there. So.
Yeah. Sarah, it's like, I was thinking non-commissioned, but new clients works too. And it doesn't tell you. It's like, why is it so hard for me to figure out like how I would get paid meanwhile, so I attended this call because when I first looked it up, I was looking it up for my YouTube subscribers because we had run into it in Holly Hillier, Christina Delgado, Christine Dwyer, all these people. And I was like, I promised my subscribers that I would look into Faster Way. And so I go to the website and I look at the commission structure. I can't even really figure out what the app is offering. I look at this commission structure document. I'm like, it looks like an MLM. So then I sign up for this coach certification call that we just watched together. And Jen's like, oh, I want to watch that too. So I'm like, here's the link. Let's watch it. And I still don't know. But I think that we can all vote. Is it an MLM? I say yes. I say
I don't think it is.
You don't think so. You say no. So we're split. We're a hung jury. I would say it's almost worse than an MLM because you can't even continue making money off of your downline after the first purchase. So it is at least partly.
So, well, let's say to be certified too, you also have to spend the $249 to join the first 6 weeks.
Yes.
So that's a part of the investment too. You have to do the first 6 week program.
Well, and you have to pay for the certification, even though it's like on sale right now. If you do the platinum, which is normally $5,000, it's now $3,000. And the payment plans are only 3 and 6 months. So you have to have a certain amount of disposable income to be able to join.
And so the platinum certification, 3 and 6 month plans available. You get 1 group guided session. 1. Who knows what that means? A hormone specialist certification, kind of like Autumn's. Understand how insulin, cortisol, thyroid, and sex hormones regulate metabolism and impact energy balance. Look, if they're finishing the certification in 2 weeks, you can Google search that stuff.
Yeah.
Like if they're finishing this course, this certification in 2 weeks, and that's included in there.
How are you absorbing anything?
You can learn all about that stuff. Gosh, ChatGPT, because I guarantee you probably get better information.
Yeah.
Learn advanced coaching techniques to support clients who struggle with hormonal imbalances. Jesus Christ.
Let me share the screen so you guys can see what we're looking at because I'm looking at this too.
I don't think 2 weeks enough. No. Precision again, the precision nutrition took me 8 months.
Yeah.
My first personal training certification took me almost a year just because I took my time doing it. I'm actually my second one, that took me 8 months. Then another one. Like I've never finished the certification in less than 3 months. Like a full on like big certification. I've done other like smaller continuing ed stuff that was like 8 weeks long, but never anything that's like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, and I think Sarah said she's in the UK. Hi, Sarah. How's it going across the pond? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I won't ever do it again. I was just there in October. My sister had a business trip and I tagged along to London and then we went over to Venice and it was great. And we got rush tickets to the new Starlight Express and it was amazing. It was very cheesy, but it was amazing. I loved it.
Let's see. Unlock the power of precision, master art of macro adjustments.
Wait, we skipped over develop custom plans to restore hormonal balance. Like how? No. Dude, you are not qualified.
This is what I'm talking. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Medical nutrition therapy. If you have an actual true issue with hormones, you need to be working with a medical professional.
Yes. Get your
that's where I'm talking about that medical nutritional therapy. That's no.
So many people have self-diagnosed, especially post panini. They're like, oh, I have high cortisol and that's why I can't lose weight. And I'm like, did you get blood drawn? Like
Is it high cortisol, or you just don't know how to manage your stress, and are you sleeping well?
Yeah. Yeah.
And are you actually eating in a calorie deficit? Like, I may not coach weight. Okay, I may not coach weight loss, but I understand the mechanisms of
Mhm. Yeah.
So it's like I will still, like, I don't coach it, but we still have the conversations. But it's like,
Yeah.
no. Or like when Autumn said she had 0 cortisol. If you have 0 cortisol, you're dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, this is someone who's supposed to be a health professional and a
Yeah.
certified health. Like, if you have 0 cortisol, you're dead.
Yeah.
Like, if you have Cushing's or Addison's, which is the 2 disorders with cortisol, you do not be with Faster Way, or you need to be working with medical professional, because those are deadly.
I'm eating a peppermint JoJo's. All right, let's keep
What
going.
are you eating? Here, since you're gonna have a snack.
So I got this like, multi-pack of Trader Joe's, like JoJo's multi-pack, because they were like marked way down. I think it was a Christmas thing. So I have peppermint JoJo's, which you can't get anymore. So, but they still had them.
These were stocking. These are a Christmas thing too, and it's still like almost full. They're a stocking stuffer.
Well, I was getting really low blood sugar, and all the food noise was getting to me. So,
dark chocolate, sea salt, almond, hormonal imbalance. Yeah.
Ooh, Jaffa cakes. Hey, Lady Mitersop. By the way, that's an amazing name. You and Fluffy Duck Butt are like Lady Mitersop. I feel like it's Ron Swanson's wife. Yeah, all the BS classes in the world will not make my non-functional pancreas make insulin and cure my type 1 diabetes. Like, for real.
But the Make Wellness supplements will.
I only know what Jaffa cakes are because of Great British Bake Off, which I think the UK should be obligated to make more than one season per year of Great British Bake Off, because we are currently living in the darkest timeline and I need it for my mental health. So I think they should do 2
Yes,
seasons.
we are.
Petition to make that happen. But yeah, so then we have advanced macronutrient certification. Unlock the power of precision, master the art of macro adjustments. What does that mean? Plateau proof your coaching, gain the experience to identify and overcome stubborn plateaus. You can stop me anytime you need to say something. Elevate your expertise, distinguish yourself as a true macro authority.
Guys, if you want to truly track your macros, which is just protein, carbs, fat, Macros Inc. You're welcome.
Perfect.
Macros Inc. If that's something you want to do, Macros Inc. It's fine. Just use that app. You don't need to do this stuff. But that's essentially what it is. And all tracking macros and adjusting your macros is essentially you decide if you want to do higher carb or lower carb, protein first, then your carbs, and then your fats, and you track. And you adjust it as you go, and you like change. It's just, yeah. They make it sound so, it's not fancy at all.
Yeah. So they have a Group X certification. Seems like it's the same thing that I did with Beachbody when I became an insanity instructor. You can just
that's probably why this is, it's probably one of the reasons why it is accepted as continuing education for the fitness certifications. Because it has the Group X.
It's like, this whole thing is copy paste Beachbody.
That's what I say. It's Beachbody 2.0.
Yeah, it really is. So we have that, and then, sorry, I'm talking and eating, but this is the best part: Millionaire Masterclass.
Well, she has the background in digital marketing, so we expected this, right?
You'll learn secrets to influencer marketing.
Put links in all your stories.
Mindset for marketing success. Building a large and loyal audience. Mastering your social strategy. becoming a trusted authority, leveraging PPC, marketing AI. So that's what you get for the low price of
plus whatever's in the gold certification.
Yes, which is just faster way certification, online coach community, discount VIP membership. Like the gold is like nothing. And they clearly make it like, look at the difference between these. This is very clear marketing strategy right here. Like
Yep.
the difference between the gold and platinum. And
so I remember when somebody sent me Amy's first post about getting certified, and she in there said, now I'm certified by, and she listed off NASM, ISSA, ACE, and AFAA. And I'm like, you did not get all those certifications.
No.
So I went and looked. I'm like, no, in order to get those you have to have those additional certifications. You got nothing related to that. So they're marketing themselves as somebody who's like has those certifications. So I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they have it up here, so they make it look like, oh, that's
Yep.
the one you're on March 6th information call. It's now March 9th that we're going live. You can book your interview. So they clearly still have spots open. So let's look at the VIP membership. It's showing up. There we go. VIP members burn more fat, build more strength, and thrive with more energy. Commit to leveling up your results by joining the community that cares about your health. Rejoin today. I never joined. I don't need to rejoin. Here's what I was talking about. So it has like, hi, Sarah, it's a low carb day. There's a fasting timer. You have your macros, workout tracker, and then there are workouts and things. So our brand new app, Stars Rewards System, tracks your success and motivation along your health and wellness journey. Each star is a symbol of your progress. Clinically proven. Where is what clinic? Like,
I haven't found anything on the website that has any clinical research studies.
Yeah, me either. A new workout.
Ditch the rut with fresh workouts 365 days a year. New routine every day so you'll never hit a plateau or get Jesus.
You know what? I can find hundreds of workouts for free. Is this U of tube?
Right.
I can never
so
get
here's my thoughts on that. Not everybody needs to follow a program or a plan. But if you ever have actual strength training goals or cardio goals or any type of goal when it comes to a fitness related thing, you have to follow some sort of plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you can progress and
Yes.
track.
Yes.
For general fitness and general movement, fine.
Mm-hmm.
But like, and this is, I think this is one of the reasons Carl is now talking about training dysfunction with Joel to promote the new 25-minute speed train, because it's jumping from program to program and not having a plan. Now you can have a plan. That's the new marketing thing that they're doing over there.
Yeah.
Prevent plateaus and elevate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I had more chutzpah, I would get on the interview. I would schedule an interview and record it, like, and see what it's like to interview with these people. But I was like, oh, it's one thing for me to be a menace in the comments. It's another thing to actually like see someone face to face and be brave enough. Like when Hannah Alonso did her whole thing with the Melaleuca reps, which they ended up, I don't know if you guys know that whole drama, like Melaleuca basically sued her and she had to take everything down. But I watched it at the time and she was very like, very sweet, but firm on asking them, is this an MLM? How is this not an MLM? Like, why is this aspect, like she asked the tough question. So if you were able to see that before it shut down, like it was fantastic. And I would love to be brave enough to sign up for an interview spot and do the same thing to Faster Way. But I just don't think I could do it. Like, I think it would be, I don't know. I don't know if they would sue me, but like even just recording it.
Yeah. It's like one of my things would be like, how are you going to ensure that these people are staying within their scope of practice.
Yeah, that's true.
So here are the guidelines from Precision Nutrition for scope of practice. You can talk about nutrition with clients. I'm qualified to do so. Most jurisdictions, certified personal trainers or other licensed healthcare professionals who have fundamental nutrition knowledge can answer questions and address concerns about nutrition, but we can't dive into specifics, just general advice.
Okay.
Offer general advice, not medical nutrition therapy unless you're qualified to do so. That means without a professional designation or licensing, I can't provide nutrition for specific health conditions and illnesses such as post-surgical nutrition, diabetic nutrition, cancer therapy nutrition, nutrition to treat liver disease or kidney stones, nutrition for clinical eating disorders, cardiovascular disease, or nutrition. And a lot of that nutrition sometimes has to do with, especially with cardiovascular disease. Diabetic nutrition is for weight loss, which is why I say weight loss is considered medical nutrition therapy sometimes. Can't use words like diagnose, treat, cure, or prescribe. So it's like you have to know your scope. And there's each state, province, country has different rules for nutrition advice. When in doubt, ask a lawyer. I know in Arizona, it's I could do it and not get in trouble, but I'm not going to. So
Yeah.
you can make general nutrition suggestions in most jurisdictions and share nutrition education materials from public or well-known entities such as, so I can share stuff. What I also am not supposed to do is make specific supplement recommendations or sell supplements.
Which they do at Faster Way.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm not supposed to make specific supplement recommendations. Like if I open up a business, I could have products, but I myself cannot tell a client, yes, you should take this supplement and this brand.
Yeah.
The
a lot
only
of double dipping with Make Wellness and Shackley.
and they make all these claims about supplements because supplements, you don't know what's actually in them. The only one that I do recommend that people speak with their doctor about is creatine. That's for everybody. There are contraindications for creatine. If you have kidney issues, you should not be taking creatine. High blood pressure, I think it's high blood pressure. But they're like, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
It is one of the most studied, well-known supplements. Like the benefits are there, but it's always, if you're watching this, go speak with your doctor.
Yeah.
And the new research coming out is showing the benefits to prevent Alzheimer's and to help with memory. So that is the only one, but it's always go speak with your doctor about this supplement. And it's cheap.
Yeah.
I have a big ass bag for $20.
Yeah.
Had it for a year and it's still not gone.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we've been yapping for 2 hours and 22 minutes. It's been great though. I would say my conclusion on Faster Way is it's at least a little bit of an MLM. It's like MLM adjacent.
Yes.
And problematic in a lot of other ways that regardless of even if it's not a full-on MLM like Make or Shackley or some of these other ones, I'd still say stay away from it. It's culty. It's promoting like behaviors, like weight loss behaviors that are definitely not good for everyone. And these people are not qualified to be coaching you on nutrition or fitness. And it seems like they're pretty scammy and hokey. And I just, I'd recommend working with an actual personal trainer or nutritionist.
Hi.
Like Jen, or like going to Macros Inc. Figure out your macros that way. If you don't have the money, you can do those YouTube workouts. You can figure out your macros. Like it's not rocket science. It's not like, if you have more of a specialized need, then get with someone who actually has the qualifications to help you.
And I'm going to throw this out there right now. If you go to my website, jenbarustafitness.com, there is a link to do a free 30-minute call with me.
We love that. We love it.
So if you have questions about nutrition, fitness, where to start, how to start, I just did one the other week with somebody. She's like, I just don't know where to start. I have these issues. We did a call and I sent off a little workout program and some resources to her within 72 hours. So it's not like we get off the call and you don't get anything. I give you resources. So it's like we get 30 minutes of my time, you get some resources, and this is like, I'm here to help. But there's the links on my website.
Yeah. Great. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me. I so appreciate having your perspective and your expertise on like what these certifications are, what it means to have continuing education, what your scope of practice should be. That was all super helpful. And as well as obviously we both have a history with MLM.
Diet, MLM light. Yeah.
Yep. MLM light. Yeah. So
it is definitely turning into Beachbody 2.0. Body Angle's husband is in the workouts.
Mm-hmm.
She's in the workouts. Daniel Natoni is in the workouts.
And the compensation plan is definitely, vague and sketchy and weird.
I think at some point they're going to cap the people that they're going to be able to bring in.
Yeah.
Like they're seeing a lot of growth right now because of the people that they siphoned off from Body.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going to slow down.
Yeah. And also if you're a person who, obviously, if you're watching my channel, like you're probably an anti-MLM person, you probably choose not to support MLMs with your money and not to support MLM products. So if you choose to purchase Faster Way to Fat Loss, you are supporting MLM Huns.
Yeah.
Because all these top
Thanks for hanging out, Monica.
Yeah.
And not even that. It's like $79 is a lot of money right now.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot. Like I'm planning something to launch in May, and I'm like, oh, but it's like it's got to be that. I'm like it's discounted, but it's still a lot. I'm not expecting a lot of people to sign up for it. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like $79 a month for an app is a lot.
Yeah.
Without access to an actual qualified
yeah.
personal trainer or nutrition coach.
Yeah. Yeah. Tupperware is like one of those MLMs that like people, you have any kind of container and you're like, oh, I'm going to put my leftovers in a Tupperware. Like it's like Band-Aid when you say bandage, you say Band-Aid, even though it's the brand name. It's like become so ubiquitous that like people don't even know it's an MLM, but it's like the original one.
There's Tupperware ladies at my farmer's market that I go to on Sundays every once in a while. They just have bins and bins of stuff.
Yeah.
Like
we have some Pampered Chef stuff growing up, and I have some Pampered Chef stuff that like I got from like my parents, or like my parents weren't Pampered Chef people, but like
I was
buying for me. Like they have some good stuff.
I was the Pampered Chef person for 6 months in like 2007, and I still have the stuff. Like the stuff is great. Like I wish it wasn't an MLM.
I know, me too. They have a can opener that like takes off the top so that it doesn't have a sharp edge.
Yep.
It's great.
Still have that was in my starter kit.
Yeah.
I got that and I have my little knife. Like it's like one of my favorite knives that I have. It's like
I have a little paring knife too. Yeah, that's Pampered Chef. It's just like really good. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, but we try. We do our best.
I did. Yeah, there really isn't.
Yeah.
All right.
This was so fun. It has been 2.5 hours. Thank you guys, everyone who showed up. We had between like 20 and 30 people the whole time, which to some people may sound like a really small amount, but to me, that's like a big deal. And I'm so excited. And thank you guys for all of your amazing comments. And we'll be back. We'll keep investigating. So let us know what you want to
just because Beachbody isn't an MLM anymore doesn't mean these people are still not doing scammy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I said.
Like I'm gonna look up. I think Danielle Natoni joined Monate, which was like,
yes, she did.
Like you're gonna jump on that ship.
She did that. And then she's making her life about her hair again. And she's an affiliate for InnoSups, which supplements, which is now saying they have a GLP-1 like product. She's like, no, you don't.
No.
No, you don't.
Sales tactic.
No, you don't. Which did you see that Body launched a GLP-1 workout program?
I
Support
didn't.
program.
I should
Yeah.
sign up to be an affiliate so I can like get on some of Carl's calls because it doesn't cost anything.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't. Oh,
We should sign up to be affiliates so we can like get on like some of these training calls and stuff.
I'm done when I get back from vacation next week.
Okay.
I'm doing it.
It's going to be amazing. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Oh yeah, Firmaglow.
Thank you,
All
everybody.
right.
Like the stream, subscribe. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
Share this with your friends so we can get Bethany to 1,000.
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you.
All
Don't
right.
guys faster way to fat loss. We don't like it.
Yeah. No.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.